Well, hello folks, this is Fat Guy Flies RC. Well, we're going to unbox the FREEWING F-4 Phantom 90mm. Got this from Motion RC. This is my early Christmas present to myself. This is one of my planes I have wanted since I started in the RC hobby, and I started flying jets, and I was a little leery of something quite this cool, but this fast. But I feel like my jet skills have gotten enough to where I can handle this bird. And we're going to just the 6S, not the 8S version. I mean, the 8S version is going to be so fast, and our field's not that big. So just like with the Zeus over here and my other 90mm, I don't go the 8S because they're going to cross, they get across our field pretty quick anyways. All right, let's go ahead and unbox this beautiful thing and just see what all's in this box. I'm really hoping it's a plane. Hopefully it's the F-4 Phantom. I ordered the green camo one because that's the one I really wanted, and that's the one I hope I got. I'm sure it's what I got. That's what the outside of the plastic or the cardboard crate said. So Motion RC is usually pretty good about filling orders correctly. I mean, they want you to come back. And if you ever unbox, you have any problem with these planes, honestly, take some pictures, take a little video, talk to them, send it to them, say, hey, this is what's going on. They're going to work with you, okay? They're going to work with you. Don't just take it up, slap it together, throw it up in the air, up the fly, or up in the sky, and crash it and say, hey, your plane was stupid. You owe me the plane. No. You can't fly and then ask for a refund, okay? Unless it's just so grossly wrong and you set it up right, like the what was that plane that I had such a hard time with? The Bison. Now that was just a lemon plane. I think it was just my plane that was bad, not the plane completely, just my plane. All right. In the description of the video, down the bottom, I'll have all the particulars about the plane. Manual not folded. That's a big deal to me. I cannot stand, like me and Brian Phillips are on the same page here. We don't like our manuals folded because it makes it very hard to lay them flat and read them. So, all right. Oh yes, world's best glue, the Chinese glue. All right, somebody went nuts with the tape, with a tape gun here. But that's okay. That is okay. Pay attention to how you unbox these things in case you have to, God forbid, have to put it all back together and send it back to them. It's just a good idea. Okay. Gotta go get them wire. Hot dog. One of the best, most useful tools you'll ever have is go get them wire. Highly suggest you hang on to your go get 'em wires. Okay. The other spar back here for the. That's right. The wing takes 2 spars. I will tell you, I will watch build videos and assembly videos on these planes 7 or 8 or more times before I ever actually get the plane. I'll review it and review it and review it. Because that's just how I am. Little bag of bits and goodies. Oh my goodness, there's only, looks like you got 4 bolts, 4 of these really big Phillips head screws that hold on the wing, and then you got 4 little flat Phillips head screws that hold on the vertical stabilizer. The the back of the tail part, that right there, that glues on. Okay. All right. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing it. I was going to fast forward through it, but you know what? No, let's just go ahead. take a look at these things. That's the pylons that are going to go. You're going to have missile racks. You're going to glue. This is not complete. You still have to do some glue in there. Yeah. I tell you what, this is a. I've seen. Yeah, this is an old plane. This is nothing new. I don't necessarily always review the latest and the greatest and the newest. Unless it's given to me, I pretty much will go with whatever I'm wanting for myself. And that's the tail hook. Now this has to glue on. There's something specific about that. We'll talk about that during the assembly. Wires are already routed, and they're kind of stapled down at the bottom of your vertical stabilizer here, or rudder. Ball link, or not, ball link here, already attached here, so you don't have to worry about that. And that's a shame though. Look, you got some bubbling on these decals. Well, they put them on. They're hot when they put them on, and that's just a little bit of bubbling. That's not a deal breaker. It's no big deal. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's not a huge deal. Going to have to remove this cover here. Got a bolt here, here, and here. Going to take this off, and when you bolt your attach your horizontal stabilizers, you have to have them at a certain angle, slightly down, and you want to attach them and get them centered before you glue on your tail hook. Because once you glue on this tail hook, then you're not going to be able to take this cover off again, because it attaches here. And your attachment points are here, so you have to make sure you've got your elevator centered right before you glue on your tail hook. Beautiful wing. But then again, with FREEWING, not only do you have quality in the parts and the stuff that you get, you have quality in the time they've taken to pack it together. The time they've taken to put it in these boxes, design these boxes, and lay everything out. Look at that, everything's already hooked up. My aileron's already hooked up, my flaps already hooked up, gears are already installed. Okay, so this is going to be a very, very simple build. The longest part, and our most tedious part, look at that, isn't that beautiful? That's absolutely beautiful. I mean, yes, you can see the individual cells. I know I always say this. You can see the individual cells, but you certainly can't feel them. I can't wait to put me a nice clear coat on this, and ooh boy, she's going to shine like a brand new penny. And I know I probably should put a flat, but I always end up with a gloss because that's what I always have in stock. And I know the gloss shouldn't be. You want a flat. I know it's not scale. And folks, and I'm not trying to, you guys are scale, are really into scale, that's fine. That's an added aspect to the hobby to make it cool, but I am not that hung up on scale. I mean, I like it, it's nice, but I will take a glossy finish and an afterburner in a plane that doesn't have an afterburner for the orientation and the cool factor. I'll do that every day over scale and worrying about scale fidelity any day. But that's just me. The wheels are somewhat hard, but they do have some give. I like that. I really like that. Just such a beautiful model. Absolutely gorgeous model. And when these models, when they're just as good to look at, and then if they fly as good as they look, hey, that's just icing on the cake. Like the FMS Avanti 90mm, good looking plane, flies as good as it looks too. Okay, again, you've got the missile pylon stuff you're going to have to put together. This is what I was looking at a while ago. See, these actually go together like that. They actually glue together. And that completes your, then that slides into place, and that's what holds your missiles together. Holds some of your missiles on the plane. Fiberglass nose cone, which is cool. This part is foam, but this is fiberglass. That's cool. Again, more missile section. These missile racks here. This is hard wood, and it's keyed into the bottom of the wing, and it can only go in a certain way. See, there's a channel there. You can't get it wrong. Okay, it only fits one way, and that's how that one goes in, just like that. Because see, if I take this one and take this wing here, now watch this make a liar out of me. Try to put that in there, it won't fit this way. That channel, it won't fit. So it only fits. You can't put these on wrong. Okay, you can't put those on wrong. Missile, debris, missile. Okay. Then we've got our tedious but very effective horizontal stabilizers, otherwise known as elevators. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. All right, big drop tank. Another big drop tank. And last, but definitely not least, as they say, is the main event. The main event. The fuselage. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous. And one thing I really am really pleased with, and there's lots of things I'm pleased with this latest edition. Okay, all them water slide decals and everything are on there. Okay, the transfer and everything is already on there. All that's already on there. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. This has thrust reverse. It's always, whenever you see that telltale yellow signal wire coming off your throttle, that's always a telltale sign that you probably got thrust reverse. Nice big wooden tray. I mean, that wood tray's actually got a marbling, wood grain look to it. I mean, that's actual. It's not fake wood. That's real. And big cavernous battery. Now you're going to want a 5,000 or a 6,000 in this. And the way the CG is it butts up against the back of this, so you put that in there, and that goes down. So basically, about right about there. Let's see if I can get a better landmark. All right. Basically, your battery is going to start about 1/4 of the way in on that first Velcro hatch. So right about there is where that battery is going to start. So I'm going to have plenty of room. If I wanted to put my receiver up here, I could, but there's a great shelf back there, nice flat shelf where I can put it back there. Might run a satellite up to here. That'd be a good idea. I'll be running the 7-channel Lemon RX Gen 2, and I'll be putting a satellite up front because I do have a satellite with me. All right, you got your ribbons here. You want to go ahead and pull them out because you're going to connect them to the wings. You see them tucked in right there. Okay, we'll pull that out because that connects to the wing. And that's just a beautiful plane. I got to tell you, I'm very, very, very pleased with it. Got a big old honkin', that new 120 amp ESC, their new generation of EDFs, and they're very efficient, very powerful EDFs. And I'll be putting off camera, I'll be putting in a KM model afterburner in there. I'll put a link to a video on how to put a KM model afterburner in, but I'll be doing that off camera. And look at this, here's something to notice. No cheaters. There's no cheaters on this. So that's excellent there. So that means that the thrust reverse should be extra effective. Alrighty, well there you go. Let me pause. We're going to do a build video. I may have to do the build video in steps because this has to be glued on, and then I have to let it dry and everything. So we'll probably do some pauses. There'll be pauses and skips in it. But build video comes up next. Well, assembly, really. I'll call it build video because it's shorter space on the internet, and space on the internet is what's at premium. But very small count. All you're going to do is you want to make sure you're going to remove this cover here. We're going to mount our elevators. Make sure they're centered in the book. They want to have, I want to say like 7 millimeters of up elevator trim, I believe. Have to look at the book and get them taken care of. After I've glued this on and have this cover off, and I want to get my elevators locked in perfect before I glue on that tail hook. Because once I glue on that tail hook, it's going to be really hard to get this cover off and not rip up that tail hook. So, all right, and then you just slap on your rudder, 4 bolts, 2 on either side. Slap in your wings, 2 bolts. Plug your ribbons in first. Nose cone goes right on the front, and you're basically, and then put your peripherals on. The only peripherals you got is you glue on your missile stuff together, and then then the rest of the missiles just slide in, and these are held in by magnets, and that's really all you got to do. I mean, it's a pretty simple build. The tedious part is the horizontal stabilizer. All right, well that's the basic unboxing. Be right back with an assembly video or build video next. Stay tuned. God bless y'all. God is good. And that is the F-4 Phantom by FREEWING 90mm. Just got it together, the 6S version. Hopefully get a maiden soon. But right now, we're just going to put this beautiful beast together. All right. God bless y'all. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And then FREEWING 90mm jets. Bye, y'all.